Morning students, myself Prabir Kumar Malik. First of all, welcome to my video channels. In previous video, we have already discussed what is the cost price, what is the selling price, what is the meaning of profit, what is the meaning of loss, when profit occurs and when loss occurs, as well as the percentage of profit and percentage of loss. And also we have discussed what is the discount and how we can calculate the discount. Student, if you have not understood those chapters, then my humble request to all of you that first watch that video properly and completely so that this chapter will be very easy for you. So today we will discuss a new things which is related to your profit and loss, whose name is overhead cost. So what is the meaning of overhead cost? Before starting these chapters, we must have to understand what is the fundamental thing of overhead cost, what is the meaning of overhead cost. Suppose students, you can see when we buy some products that we must have to give the cost price of that product to the shopkeeper as well as the tax, and if there is some discount is available, then we will get the benefit of the discount. So overall we must have to give the final bill to the shopkeeper. After that, sometimes we have to spend some extra money or additional money for that product. Okay, for example, suppose we have gone to market to buy a fridge, and after giving the price, the cost price or the total price of the fridge to the shopkeeper, what we will do, we can bring that fridge from that shopkeeper to our home directly. What we have to do, we have to arrange a trolley and some labor. For what? Through the trolley we can bring that fridge from that shop to our house. And what the labor will do, the labor will shift that fridge from the shop to the trolley. Again, when the trolley will reach at our home, then again the laborers will shift that fridge from that trolley to our home. For this job, definitely they will take some money. So this type of money that we must have to invest for buying the product. This type of extra money or additional money is known as overhead cost. For example, we have bought a fridge whose cost price is 10,000. That means including all those things, we have paid 10,000 to the shopkeeper, and we have spent 300 rupees for that for the labor charge as well as 300 rupees for the trolley charge. So that means we have spent extra 200 plus 300 equal to 500 rupees. So this is known as overhead cost. So from the definition, let's start our study. So first definition, the extra money or additional money spent by the buyer for the product is called overhead cost. It may be transportation charge, it may be the labor charge, it may be, and what? It may be storage charge, it may be coloring charge, charge, packaging charge, or it may be etc. The packaging charge, and it may be transportation charge, labor charge, storage charge, coloring charge, packaging charge, etc. So this type of extra money or additional money while we buy the product, this type of extra money or additional money that we have to spend for the product is known as overhead cost. It may be transportation charge, it may be labor charge, it may be storage charge, it may be coloring charge, or it may be packaging charge, or it may be another one is, or it may be repairing charge. Repairing charge means, suppose we have bought a second-hand bike, and while we will take that to our home, so we must have to repair that. If there is some defect things, or if there is some damaged things, that we must have to replace that thing. So in that way, we must have to repair that thing properly. Okay. So for that, we must have to spend some money. That is known as the additional. That money is also belongs to that overhead cost. Okay, student. So these are known as the overhead cost. So while we are spending some overhead cost, then this money will added with the normal cost price that we have spent as the cost price, or we have given that price to the shopkeeper. Okay, student. And the new cost is generated. That means the total, the cost price and the overhead cost. When we add the overhead cost with the normal cost price, the new type of cost price will arise. That is known as the effective cost price. So, effective cost price Effective cost price equal to how much? Cost price plus overhead cost. So this effective cost price is known as cost price plus overhead cost. And we know that the profit or loss is depend upon the cost price. But now the loss or profit is depend upon this effective cost price, because this cost price as well as this overhead cost we have already spent for that product. Okay, student. So now the amount of the profit or loss, we will calculate the amount of the profit or amount of the loss, or percentage of profit or percentage of loss according to this effective cost price. So now we can write that the profit equal to effective cost price. This ECP means effective cost price minus, the profit is selling price minus effective cost price. Or if there is loss, when profit happen, we know that when the selling price is more than the cost price, so it will happen when the selling price is more than effective cost price. Okay, student. Similarly, if the selling price is less than effective cost price, then what will happen? Loss will happen. Loss, which is equals to effective cost price minus selling price. Okay, student. These are the normal definitions, and also we can find out the profit percentage. Profit percentage is equal to how much? The profit by effective cost price into 100, as well as loss percentage is equals to loss by effective cost price into 100. Similarly, the formula are same, but instead of the cost price, we have to put the effective cost price. If there is no overhead cost, on that time the effective cost price is equals to the normal cost price. Okay, students. So now we will take some examples and we will do some questions. Let example 1. Let Mr. Ram bought an article article at 10,000 rupees. Okay, bought an article at 10,000 rupees and spent 500 rupees as labor charge, 1,000 rupees as transportation charge and 1,000 rupees as storage charge. Storage charge. After that Mr. Ram sold it at 15,000 rupees. Then find the profit or loss. Also express it in percentage. Okay, student? So here the normal cost price of the article is given 10,000 and what he has spent for that product, 500 rupees as the labor charge, 500 rupees as the labor charge and 1,000 rupees as the transportation charge and 1,000 rupees as the storage charge. And this is the normal cost price of the product. That means Mr. Ram has invested how much rupees? So here the answer, here the cost price equal to 10,000 rupees and overhead cost. Okay, student, overhead cost is what? Here he has spent three type of overhead cost. One is labor charge, one is transportation charge, and another one is what? Storage charge. Okay, student. So overhead cost is equals to 500 plus 1,000 plus 1,000, which is equals to 2,500 rupees. So here overhead cost, total overhead cost is equal to 2,500 rupees. So now effective cost price is equals to cost price plus overhead cost, which is equals to 10,000 plus 2,500, which equals to 12,500 rupees. Yes or no? And here we have got the total effective cost price. Now Mr. Ram has sold that articles to a person at the rate of 15,000 rupees. Hence here we have got the selling price is equals to how much? 15,000 rupees. Okay, student. Now we can see that the selling price is 15,000 rupees and effective cost price is 12,500 rupees. That's why here we can see that the selling price is greater than effective cost price. So profit happens or profit occurs. Okay, students. Now we have to find out the amount of the profit as well as we have to express that profit in percentage. So what is the formula of the profit? Profit is equals to how much? The selling price minus effective cost price, which is equals to 15,000 minus 12,500, which is equals to 2,500 rupees. Yes or no? And here we have find out the profit. Now we will find out the profit percentage. So profit percentage is equal to how much? Profit divided by effective cost price into 100, which is equals to 2,500 by 1,2,500 into 100. Okay, student. So here you can cancel it. It is divided by 5 and this is 20. So result equal to 20%. Okay, student. So we can write last final statement: by selling the article at 15,000 rupees. Mr. Ram has got how much profit? 2,500 rupees profit has got 2,500 rupees as a profit, and the percentage of profit is equal to how much? 20%. Okay, students. So these are very normal questions. Only we have to find out the total overhead cost. Okay, students. In any questions, there may be one overhead cost, there may be two overhead cost, or there may be three overhead cost or more overhead cost. On that case, we have to first add all the overhead cost. Okay, student. So now after that, we have to find out the effective cost price by adding the cost price and the sum of all overhead cost. After that, we have to see that a profit occurs or loss occurs, and in that way, by putting the formula, we can find out the profit or loss or in profit percentage or loss percentage. Okay, students. So here we have finished all the things related to the profit and loss. In the chapter of profit and loss, we have completed all the things: profit, loss, percentage of profit, percentage of loss, discount, percentage of discount, and overhead cost, and the overhead cost. So all these things we have completed. Now we will do some questions of your book. So here it is question. It is given that a trader bought an article at 580 rupees and spent 120 on transportations. If he sells the article for 784, find the profit percentage. Simple things that we have already done this type of questions in the examples. So we have our questions 1. Here it is given that a trader bought an article at how much rupees? Rupees 580 and spent how much rupees? Rupees 120 on transportation. Okay, and if he sells it at rupees 784, then find the profit percentage. Find the profit percentage. Okay, student. Here, what is given here? So first of all, cost price equal to 580 rupees, and then overhead cost. Here one overhead cost is spent, so overhead cost equal to 120 rupees. Okay, so now effective cost price is equal to how much? Cost price plus overhead cost, which is equal to 580 plus 120, which is equal to 700. And now after that, the selling price is also given. So selling price equal to 784. So here we can see that selling price is greater than the effective cost price. Then what will happen? Profit happen. Okay, student. Now we have to find out the profit. So profit equal to how much? Selling price minus effective cost price, which is equals to 784 minus 700, which is equals to 84 rupees. Now profit in percentage. Profit percentage is equals to profit by effective cost price into 100, which is equals to 84 by 7. What is the total cost price? Effective cost price 700 into 100. So 0 0 cancel and 7 12. So 12 is equals to 12%. So that means the trader has got 12% profit. So finally we can write that the trader will get 12% profit. This final statement is very necessary, students. Always we are doing the questions and finding out the answer, but not writing the final statement. In this way, the answer will not complete. The answer will not treated as completed answer. So lastly, we must have to write the final statement. Okay, student. So now again another one questions we will do here. A businessman buys 500 articles at 80 each. He spent 5 per article as the storage cost. If the articles are sold for rupees 100 each, calculate the profit percent of the businessman. Okay, student? This is question number 4. In ICSE books, you can see that chapter 10C. Chapter 10C and question number and page I am writing here, page 110. Okay, students. So this type of question also you can get from the CBSE book, and the questions may be different but types are same. Okay, student. So I am following the ICSE books and I have written the chapter number, exercise number and also page number. So question number 4, it is given that a businessman buys 500 articles, buys 500 articles at which rate? At 80 rupees each. Rupees 80 each. That means the total cost price is not given. Cost price of one article is given and he has bought 500 articles. That means first of all we have to first find out the total cost price of the articles. And spends rupees 5 for storage charge. Storage cost. Okay, not for edge. Edge storage cost. Okay, student. So here overhead cost also given. So storage cost is rupees 5 is the storage cost of each for each article. Okay, student. And sold how much rupees? How much? Sorry, 100 each. Sold rupees 100 per articles. Okay, student. So here we can find out the total cost price by finding out the total cost price and the total overhead cost and the total selling price. On that way also we can find out the profit and profit percentage, and also by using from one article also we can find out the profit percentage and profit amount. Okay, student. So here find the total profit and profit percentage. Okay, student. So here first of all we have to find out the total profit. So we have to find out the total cost price of the articles. So 500 articles and at rupees 80 each. So cost of one article equal to 80 rupees. So cost of 500 articles equal to how much? 80 into 500, which is equals to 40,000 rupees. Okay, this is the total cost price. Now overhead cost for one article equal to rupees 5. So overhead cost for 500 article equal to how much? 500 into 5 is equals to 2500 rupees. Okay, so now effective cost price is equals to 40,000 plus 2,500, which is equals to 42,500 rupees. Now we have to find out the total selling price. So selling price of one article is equal to how much? 100 rupees. So selling price of 500 article equal to 500 into 100 is equals to 50,000 rupees. Okay, student. So now we can see that here selling price is more than the effective cost price. So that means profit will happen. Okay, student. So now we will find out profit. Profit equal to how much? Selling price minus effective cost price, which is equals to 50,000 minus 42,500, which is equals to 7,500. Okay, student. So now profit percentage is equal to how much? Profit by effective cost price into 100, which is equals to 7,500 by 42,500 into 100. Okay, student. So here we can calculate. So first of all, 20 cancelled. Okay, student. So now we will see that 7,500 and 425. So it can be cancelled by 25. So what will the, suppose we will cancel it by 5. So 51500 and it will be 5 8 is a 40 to 25. 5 8 is a 40 to 25. 5 is a 85. Now we can also find out by dividing into 5. It will be 5 3 is a 300 by 17. So 300 by 17 percentage. The profit percentage is 300 by 17%, and the total profit is 7,500 rupees. Hence, the businessman has got 7,500 rupees as the total profit, and the profit percentage is 300 by 17%. We also can convert this thing in decimal or in mixed fractions. Okay, student. Now, student, we will do some more questions. So, question number 9. A man purchased how many? 250 articles. 250 articles at rupees 8 each, and marked each article at rupees 12. He was able to sell 200 only 200 article and article at 15% discount. 15% discount, and the remaining article were damaged, and remaining article were damaged. Calculate the profit or loss and calculate the profit or loss and express it in percentage. Okay, student. Here so many things is present in this example. So this question is, I think, very important. Here we can see that we have got some discount and we have got some damaged articles, and we have sold 200 articles, and we have to find out the profit or percentage. Here discount is given, here discount is given, here cost price is also given, and here also selling price is given. So first of all we have to find out what is the total cost price. Okay, student. So here a man purchased 250 articles. 250 articles. Okay, student. At 8 rupees each. At 8 rupees each. So suppose we will add here. Suppose one thing is not present. Suppose if we will add, if the main, here I am erasing these things and writing, if the man spent 1000 rupees as overhead, so 1000 is very 200 rupees as overhead cost for all articles, then find out the profit or loss in percentage. Okay, student. So now we have got the complete questions. Here discount is given, cost price is also given, selling price is given, discount is given, and the overhead cost also given. So by taking all these things, we have to first calculate. First of all, we have to calculate what is the cost price of the articles. Okay, student. So the cost price of one article is how much? Rupees 8. Okay, rupees 8. So cost price of how much articles he has got? 250 article is equals to 8 into 250, which is equals to 2000 rupees. Okay, student. And he has spent more 200 rupees as overhead cost. So overhead cost equal to 200 rupees. So effective cost price is equal to how much? 200 plus 2000, which is equals to 2200 rupees. So now we have got the effective cost price. Okay, student. Now he has sold how many articles? 200 articles. At which rate? The mark price of an article is 12 rupees, and also he has given 15% discount. Okay, student. So now here mark price of one article equal to 12 rupees, and given discount how much percent? 15% discount. So that's why the discount is equals to 15%. So first of all we have to find out the selling price of each article. So cost price is given, mark price is given, and discount is also given. So the selling price is equals to how much? First of all we have to find out the discount. So discount is equals to discount percentage divided by how much? 100 into mark price, which is equals to 12. How much percent discount? 15%. 15 divided by 100 into 12. Okay, student. So here 5 3s are and 5 20, and again 4 5s are 4 3s are. So answer is 9/5. Okay, student. 9 by 5. So this is the discount amount. So discount already we have find out, and now we have to find out the selling price. Selling price is of each article is equals to how much? The mark price minus discount, mark price minus discount, which is equals to, mark price is equals to rupees 12 minus 9 by 5. Okay student, which is equals to 9 by 5, which is equals to 9 by 5, 12 minus 9 by 5. So 60 minus 9 by 5, which is equals to 51 by 5. So this is known as the selling price of each article. Selling price of each articles. Now we have to find out the selling price of 200 articles instead of selling price of 250 articles, because he has sold 200 articles. How much articles he has sold? 200 articles he has sold, and the rest articles were damaged. So if the rest articles is damaged, then that means we do not have to think about these rest articles. We have to calculate all these things about in these 200 articles. Okay student, so now we have got the selling price of each articles. Then now you will find out the selling price of 200 articles is equals to how much? 51 by 5 into 200. So this is equals to 40. So 51 into 40, which is equals to how much? 2040 rupees. Okay student, 2040 rupees is the selling price of all articles. Now we can erase all these things. So here we have marked this. This is the total cost price. So here we have got the effective cost price is equals to how much? 2200 rupees, and selling price is how much? 2040 rupees. So here we can see that the selling price is less than effective cost price. So what happened? We have got the loss. So the man has got loss. How much loss? So loss is equals to how much? Effective cost price minus selling price, which is equals to how much? 2200 minus 2040, which is equals to 160 rupees. Okay students, now percentage of loss, percentage is equals to loss by effective cost price into 100, which is equals to 160 divided by 2200 into 100. So 2020 cancelled, and here 2 can be cancelled, 280 and 211. So 80 by 11. We can also write it in part. 11, 7 the 77, 3 by 11%. Okay student, so that man has got 3 by 11% loss. Okay student, in this here very important thing is that 200 articles he has sold and rest of the article damaged. Okay, so for that 200 rest of the article damaged, that means we have to ignore that articles. Okay student, all the things, first of all we have to find out the effective cost price of total articles, and now after that we have to find out the selling price of total articles. Okay student, I think these questions will clear your all the doubts and clear all the fundamentals. Okay students, so here we have finished the chapter profit and loss. Okay student, so I think you have understood properly, and if there is any problem then you can call me. My number is I have written here, my number is 82490467 4678. Sorry, 46718. I have written wrong. 46718. And you can also comment me in the comment box. Student, it is very important that if you will not comment that how I am teaching and what can I change in my teaching style, it will be help me to change my style, as well as it will help you to understand properly. So comment me please. Okay student, so thank you for watching my video. Bye.